When you walk into a supermarket, you think you're here to grab a few things. In reality, you just entered a controlled environment, a maze, designed to guide your body before your brain even wakes up. Look at a typical store from above. It's not random. It's a path. You start at the bright, colorful entrance, and you always finish at the checkout, tired and overloaded. Every step in between is engineered to show you as many products as possible. The first thing you see is usually fresh fruit and vegetables. Not cleaning products, not toilet paper. Color. It's a psychological warm-up. The fresh, healthy vibe makes you feel like a good, responsible shopper, so you're more open to adding just one more thing later. Now notice something else. The things most people actually need. Milk, bread, eggs, basics, almost never sit right at the entrance. They're shoved to the back or scattered across the store. You came for milk. To get it, you have to walk past snacks, drinks, cookies, magazines. Hundreds of tiny temptations on both sides. That's not bad planning. That is the plan. Supermarkets borrow from the same logic as lab mazes. If you control the path, you don't need to convince people one by one. You just let the environment do the talking. Every forced turn, every narrow aisle, every dead end that makes you double back means more time in the store, more products in your field of vision, and more chances for impulsive, "Oh, I'll just take this too." You tell yourself you just grabbed what looked interesting. But the store already knew where your eyes would land, and in which order. You didn't wander by accident. You were walked. This is the first layer of manipulation. Before pricing, before discounts, before loyalty cards, they take control of your route. Because if they can control where you go, they can start controlling what you see, and eventually, what you buy. Once you're deep inside the maze, the next question is simple. What will you notice first? Look at a shelf. Your eyes go straight to the middle, not the very top, not the very bottom. That strip in the middle is the most valuable real estate in the store. High-margin brands pay to live there. Cheaper alternatives often sit down near your knees or up by your forehead, where your brain barely bothers to look. And kids? They get their own version of buy level. Sugary cereals with cartoon mascots sit right at child height. Bright colors, smiling characters, prizes inside, all lined up exactly where a small hand can reach, and a small voice can say, "I want that one." You think you're choosing between brands. Most of the time, you're just choosing from whatever was placed in your line of sight. There's another layer to this. They don't just guide your eyes, they go after your nose. You walk in and suddenly you smell fresh bread. Warm, comforting, nostalgic. It makes you hungry, calmer, less defensive. Hungry people buy more food. Simple. But here's the twist. Sometimes that smell isn't coming from a real oven. It's pumped into the air, like a scent filter in a perfume shop. Artificial bread, coffee, or chocolate smell drifting through the aisles to trigger real cravings in your body. Your stomach reacts. Your brain tells you, "I'm in the mood for something nice." And the store smiles, because something nice usually means extra items in the cart. Like and follow for part 2 if you want to find out what they really want you to buy.